This woman was so hurt by her ex-boyfriend's betrayal. She impulsively married a man with the mind of a 5-year-old, but on her engagement day she saw something shocking. The man who had just left her was her fiancé's brother. When their eyes met they were both stunned. They never imagined meeting again. Would be a sister-in-law and brother-in-law. Her ex wasn't an orphan after all, but the heir of a wealthy family. Flustered Ji-young accidentally dropped her wine glass. She excused herself to the restroom, facing her ex becoming her brother-in-law. Ji-young couldn't accept it. She fled the engagement party. She couldn't be family with such a man. Her sudden disappearance worried her mother. Tae-woo, also upset by his fiancée leaving, crouched under a table whistling nervously, trying to calm his anxious feelings. Back home he developed a high fever. Auntie May worried seeing her son like this. Ji-young's mother didn't blame her for leaving. Since learning her future son-in-law had special needs, she had opposed the marriage. She had urged her daughter not to sacrifice her happiness, but couldn't stop her decision, so she attended the engagement reluctantly. Her sister scolded her for being impulsive. Their father's medical bills were paid by the wealthy family, and Tia fell ill after her actions. Hearing this, Ji-young went to check on him, but she ran into Junfeng downstairs. He begged her not to marry his brother. He reminded her Tia had the mind of a child. Ji-young had considered calling off the engagement, not wanting ties with her ex, but seeing his concern she changed her mind. Since he had betrayed her 5 years ago, she would become his sister-in-law, and stay in his life. She asked they pretend to be strangers from now on. Junfeng worried about her marrying his brother. To stop this rushed marriage, he questioned Ji-young's character to Auntie May. A woman who flees her engagement seems unreliable. It shows she doesn't truly want to marry Tae-woo. Marrying her might hurt his brother. Auntie May found his behavior unusual, though his points made sense. She still supported the marriage. She wouldn't interfere with her son's happiness. Junfeng knew she married for money. He hadn't known the injured man was her father. Feeling responsible for the situation, he offered to cover her father's medical bills. She agreed to marry for financial need. With the money she wouldn't need to sacrifice her future. But to Ji-young, taking his money felt insulting. In her heart her ex was not a good man. She asked him to stay out of her life. They should act like strangers from now on. Since she decided to marry Tae-woo, she cared for him while he was ill. She promised him she would always be there. Her father learned of the marriage after leaving the hospital. His daughter marrying a man with special needs. Enraged him, he confronted his wife. He was upset she took money and moved for this marriage. It felt like she was selling their daughter. What mother trades her child for a house? He refused to allow this marriage. He'd rather be poor than see her life ruined. He went to Auntie May's home to demand the wedding be cancelled, or he would take drastic action. But in the end he dropped the wooden stick, and knelt before Auntie May. He begged her to spare his daughter, but she wouldn't let this chance slip away. She coldly refused his plea, insisting on the marriage. After all, there was no visible pressure. Ji-young had agreed to marry Tae-woo. Soon the wedding day arrived. Ji-young put on her wedding dress ready to go, but the driver was her ex Junfeng. He planned to stop the wedding by keeping her away. He couldn't let the woman he loved marry his brother, but Ji-young forced the car window open and escaped. The wedding couldn't start without the bride. With the bride missing, just as all thought she had fled again, Ji-young rushed in breathlessly,